Let me ask you a question. How much of your life has been shaped not by truth, not by reality, but by the voices of others? Their criticism, their judgments, their laughter. Think about how often we shrink, not because we are wrong, but because someone dared to point a finger. Here's the brutal truth. If we let every critic dictate our path, we never live at all. We merely perform. And a life spent performing for the crowd is a life wasted. This is where the wisdom of the Stoics cuts through the noise like a blade. Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, surrounded by enemies and flatterers alike, wrote in his Meditations, "I have often wondered how it is that every man loves himself more than all the rest of men, yet sets less value on his own opinions of himself than on the opinions of others." That's the paradox. We cling to our own survival, our own comfort, yet we hand over our peace of mind to the careless words of strangers. Now, before we dive in, let me reframe this for you. Imagine if criticism, instead of knocking you down, could actually strengthen you. Imagine walking away calm, unshaken, and maybe even thankful for it. Sounds impossible. Stick with me. The nature of criticism. Let's be honest, most criticism is not truth-seeking. It's projection, envy, or simple misunderstanding. Marcus Aurelius, writing alone in his tent during the Roman wars, reminded himself, "If anyone can refute me, show me I'm mistaken. I'll gladly change. For it is the truth I seek, and the truth never harmed anyone." Do you see the difference? He separates criticism born from reason, which he welcomes, from criticism born from malice, which he refuses to let pierce his soul. The former refines us, the latter enslaves us, if we let it. The power of indifference. Epictetus, once a slave, endured insults far harsher than idle gossip. His advice? Remember that it is not he who reviles you or strikes you who insults you, but your opinion that these things are insulting. In other words, the insult is neutral. It has no sting until we attach our judgment to it. This is the radical Stoic insight. What harms us is never the event, but our interpretation of it. Strip away interpretation and you strip away the pain. Criticism, then, is like the barking of a stray dog in the night. Irritating, yes, but only as powerful as we choose to make it. Seneca put it more bluntly. We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more in imagination than in reality. When someone mocks us, they cannot harm our reason, our virtue, our inner character. They can only disturb us if we hand them the keys to our peace. Why we fear words. But why do we still flinch? Because we crave approval. We fear being cast out of the tribe. For our ancestors, rejection was death. Today, it is just discomfort, but our biology hasn't caught up. The Stoics knew this primal urge, and they trained against it. Musonius Rufus, the teacher of Epictetus, told his students that philosophy is not words, but training for the soul. To live free, we must practice not needing the validation of others. When we stop begging for applause, we stop trembling at criticism. The fortress within. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "People will think and say what they like. It is of no concern to you. Everything is opinion." Think of that. Everything they throw at us, labels, insults, judgments, is nothing more than opinion. If we anchor our worth in their shifting winds, we will always be at the mercy of storms. But if we anchor it in virtue, in the strength of our own reason, then their words break against us like waves against stone. This is why Stoicism is not soft. It is steel. It demands that we build an inner fortress so strong that no tongue, however venomous, can breach it. And that fortress is not arrogance. It is not pride. It is clarity, the clear recognition that only virtue matters and all else is noise. A test of resilience. Imagine this. You stand before a crowd and someone hurls an insult at you. The crowd looks to you, waiting for your reaction. If you explode in anger, you confirm the critic's power. If you crumble in shame, you hand them victory. But if you remain composed, calm as a mountain, They reveal themselves as petty, while you reveal yourself as free. This is the ultimate reversal. By refusing to be wounded, you turn their weapon into their own humiliation. The Stoics treated criticism as training, a daily sparring match for the soul. Just as soldiers drill with wooden swords to prepare for battle, we can use the words of detractors as practice. Each insult is an opportunity. Will we slip into anger and despair, or will we harden our discipline and grow more unshakable? The art of choosing what matters. Here's the truth. If we let every opinion matter, we live as slaves. The Stoics drew a line. What is within our control and what is not? Someone else's words, thoughts, judgments, not ours. Our response, that is entirely ours. As Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This is not passivity, it is power. By refusing to fight battles that are not ours, we conserve our strength for what truly matters, living with justice, courage, self-control, and wisdom. Critics may call us fools, but if we hold to those virtues, then in truth we cannot be harmed. The loneliness of the strong. Make no mistake, to live this way is not easy. It is lonely. Most will bend under the weight of public opinion. Most will lash out in anger when mocked. But the Stoic walks a darker, narrower road. He learns to endure solitude, misunderstanding, even contempt. And in that solitude, he discovers something greater: freedom. Seneca wrote, "The greatest empire is to be emperor of oneself. That empire cannot be seized by critics, for it is not built on their words, but on our will." The final judgment. At the end of the day, whose voice matters? Marcus Aurelius reminds us, it's not what they say, but what you do that matters. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. The critic does not define us. Their words vanish like smoke. What remains is our own judgment, what we allow ourselves to believe, what we choose to value, and how we conduct our lives. The only true judge is the self aligned with reason and virtue. So let them talk, let them laugh, mock, and dismiss. We know what they cannot take from us. We know that every insult is a test of our discipline, every slander a chance to sharpen our clarity. The Stoics did not seek comfort, they sought strength, and so must we. Let us walk, then, through the fire of criticism as they once did, untouched, unbroken, unafraid. For what is the opinion of another against the fortress of a mind trained in virtue? Nothing but an echo, lost in the wind.